Começando mais uma série aqui do canal do Fight Knife, né? Vamos continuar então de onde a gente parou. A gente saiu da cadeia e a gente começou a treinar o nosso irmão e tal, porém, eu acho que a gente voltou, hein? Ativa, vambora.
I still want to be your manager, Andre.
How does your father feel about that?
I no longer work for DL. We have philosophical differences. But I can get you a license, and I can get you a fight. If you want to fight.
Of course he wants to fight. It's in his blood.
Gus!
I'm coming out of retirement too, kid.
Told you I'd change his mind.
É, agora voltamos, hein? Tamo de volta.
But it ain't professional.
Com o Gus ali.
Kid, you're a heavyweight now. Heavyweight is a different world than middleweight. I don't want you to embarrass yourself, so look, we're gonna start with a couple of low-key fights in Mexico. These guys are durable, and they will be coming to fight.
Isso aí, mano. Tamo de volta então. Mudamos de ideia. Vamos voltar aos ringues. Estamos no México. Vámonos a luchar. Vámonos a luchar. Um pouquito. Eu não sei o que eu tô falando, mano, mas vambora. Deixa. Vambora, mano. Round 1, 6, mano. Ganha a vitória. Tá, tem a sua primeira vitória do seu peso pesado, mano. Descansa, descansa.
He gets all the things that we all aspire to when we're young. Fame, fortune, a pretty girl too.
Nossa, quase que eu dou uma no gancho dele.
Yeah, but that's not all that this business is about. My mentor,
Mano, fica me agarrando não, velho.
hey, you know, power is just part of it. It's kind of like having a military weapon. You know, you still need a missile to get it there. Alone, all it does is make a hole in the ground. Otherwise, it has no real use. You have to have a way to get it to the target. Let's see if he has that way.
You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's a huge left he just scored with. Chavez, oh!
Nice, primeiro já foi, mano. Primeiro knockdown.
Because he didn't make his mind up. If you're not going to work out in front, get to a distance where you're safe. He stood there at a bad distance. No man's land.
3, 4, 5. Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on. Kill a little time.
Bishop's right hand scores well. Very nice defensive guard there. There's a straight right hand. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Able to show you his blocking ability.
Ah, travou, né?
Antonio Chavez has been stunned.
Ah,
you
mano.
believe that? If there were 30 more seconds in that round, I don't know that he survived. But now he gets the benefit of the 60-second break.
Yeah, he gets the benefit, and he's got to show his experience now to kind of have a short memory. I know that sounds crazy, but forget about what happened and find the way to have confidence. Find something to hold on to going out for the next round.
Chavez is getting back to basics, a good solid jab. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last
Só esquiva e toma, só esquiva e toma.
Your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to be David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
Nice combination, jab, uppercut to the head. Bishop's got think about now? He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Now hugging on the inside. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Chavez is able to land a good, solid left hand. Solid right by Andre Bishop. And now he's targeting upstairs. What an excellent two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A solid uppercut by Andre Bishop.
Tá tomando na cara.
Chavez is now seeing his own blood, and it's coming from his mouth.
Olha a cara do
Bishop
maluco.
can string together a few rounds like that. This is going to be a very easy fight for him.
Well, he looks like a confident fighter. All that amateur background is really showing.
Chavez's trainers are doing a good job, aren't they, Teddy? Carroll was rocked, but now look at him.
Yeah, they're giving them the right advice. You know, they've made a little strategic change here, a little bit of an
Vem, filho.
adjustment. That's what you like to see. Not just the fighter thinking, but the corner, the support team thinking.
Good work defensively by Andre Bishop. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Chavez's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A crushing two-punch combo by Andre Bishop.
O cara quer ficar só agarrando, pô. É boxe, mano. É assim que dá gancho, ó. Ó.
Nice strike after catching one by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop showing you that sublime skill
Viu como
right
dá
now,
gancho?
that
Viu?
two-punch combo. Andre
Ó,
Bishop not
é
looking
assim,
as
ó.
fresh as when this fight started. I think he's slowing a bit, Teddy.
Well, the bad news, that's not the worst news. The bad news is if we can see it, his opponent can see it, he can take advantage of it.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Andre Bishop.
Caramba, o cara não desmaia, velho.
Chavez's failure to get away from his opponent's right hand is really the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it is. He continues to get hit with the same punch. Needs to slip to the left.
O cara não cai, mano.
Chavez is now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Good defense turns into better offense for Andre Bishop that time.
O cara não cai, mano. Pra nocautear ele, velho.
Here we go with the fourth round. Bishop's performance right now, to this point in the fight, has been exactly what his trainer has wanted to see. The question is, can he keep it up for the second half?
Caixa o soco na cara dele.
And out of nowhere, things can turn like that, Teddy. Everything was looking good. Now it's looking bad for him.
Well, that's exactly why, because nothing was coming at him. His opponent wasn't throwing back. He got a little lax, and he paid a price.
Tá me cercando aqui.
Chavez is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Quer a gente vai, pô. Quer a gente vai.
Super two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
That's what Andre Bishop wants to do right there, land the right hand. Oh, good exchange there. Bishop's work in training camp is now paying off. You see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. Turns over that hook upstairs. That's a well-scored left hand by Andre Bishop. Solid.
Ufa!
Now the real test.
Caiu.
Can he
Ó,
get up after going down a
no meio do
second
olho.
time?
Finalmente, mano.
All right, how are you doing? Nice and calm.
O cara tá tão bem que tá nem enxergando com o olho esquerdo, mano.
Round number 5 has arrived. Takes one,
Tô sem
gives one.
estamina.
The right hand scores well. Chavez has landed a good, solid combination. Now he ties up there. Bishop's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Tomou na cara.
Andre Bishop getting back to basics, landing that right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Bishop's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Chavez is tagged by that powerful hook. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. A well-targeted jab that time. Commits to the straight right. The combo lands upstairs. And banging away he
Nice.
goes. Some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Chavez is down, and he looks to be out.
Now
Tomou
we're
no
gonna
queixo,
see
tomou
what's
na boca do
inside this
estômago.
man.
Agora ele já era, agora ele não levanta mais. Primeira vitória nossa quando a gente voltou, hein?
Brian Kenny back here on Friday Night Fights. Big pay-per-view this past weekend. Isaac Frost defending his heavyweight title again, stopping Reggie Stewart in 2 rounds for his 14th successful title defense. Promoter D.L. McQueen has begun touting Frost as one of, if not the greatest champions of all time. That seems a bit premature. There's no arguing with Frost's record. Undefeated, all his wins coming by knockout. Quite a feat. In other news, can former middleweight contender Andre Bishop make a comeback after spending more than 5 years in prison? And can he do
Caramba,
it as a
5 anos na
heavyweight?
prisão.
It's one of the more fascinating stories in sports. We'll, of course, have the latest for you here on Friday Night Fights.
Caramba, mano, 5 anos na prisão,
Good
mano.
evening, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore,
Próxima
and we
luta.
welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza. I'm alongside
Cuidado com...
Minneapolis here ringside.
Tá, cuidado com o ataque do Castilhos no corpo.
American Andre Bishop taking on the veteran Mexican Raul Castillo. And now they're trading blows. Andre Bishop has to be concerned with how he'll fare in the later stages of this fight, considering how many body shots he's taken here. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Power puncher facing a high stamina guy, a well-conditioned guy. How can a well-conditioned fighter best guard his body so that the power puncher isn't targeting him?
Well, move it. Get on his bicycle a little bit. Don't stay right in front. If that power puncher is the power puncher, that's his strength. But his weakness is he probably has to have you right in front. Give him angles.
You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. He clinches when he gets to the
Olha, ele fica
inside.
segurando, mano. Vai pra lá, filha da Kenga.
Just
Ah,
an
cara, o cara é
excessive
lixo,
amount of
mano.
holding here. Just
Eu não sei como que
much too
solta
much
nessa
clinching.
bosta, velho. Cara lixo,
Nice
mano.
block that time. It was intended to the head. And he
Vai tomar no
covers
rabo, cara. Que
yet
cara escroto,
again.
mano. Vai, bodega. Ó, minha estamina não vai subir.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Oh, a big shot comes home
Nossa,
for him.
velho.
He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's
Só
not
pra
his
ficar
fight
ligeiro,
at
quer
all.
ficar
He is
agarrando a
down.
gente, mano.
No, he should have been on the inside.
Cai aí, ô, seu lixo.
Pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
Just what he needed. The
Fica
bell
segurando
to
a
end
gente,
that
mano.
round.
Toma na boca
He
aí
was
pra
taking
prender.
a lot of punishment there.
Well, if he hit a bad driver, you know, he was a golfer, you say he has to have a short memory. Forget about it. There's another hole coming up. Well, you have to have a short memory right here as a fighter. The only thing is, you better get some advice to go out there because you don't want to hit that fairway the same way.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Castillo. Castillo's trying to get back in this round after being knocked down in the last round. But with just 60 seconds between rounds, Teddy, how much can really happen? How much can really benefit a fighter who is knocked down?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, you hit him with that sponge. Some cold water on top of the head where you revigorate him a little bit. You know, get his senses back a little bit. And you have to talk to him. Once he calms down, once you physically get him back on track, you look to see if he's okay, and then you have to tell him why he got dropped to begin with.
A stinging uppercut by Castillo. To the belt line he goes with the left hand. He gets away from
Vem,
one,
filho,
and
vem.
then brings it
Dá
home
carona
on
pra
his
mim,
own.
dá.
If I'm Bishop's corner, I'm really
Olha
upset
lá, lá,
right now
mano.
with how many body
Nossa,
shots our fighters
velho,
have
que
thrown.
ódio, cara. Eu não consigo, mano. Olha lá minha estamina, como demora pra subir, velho. Ah, vai tomar no rabo, mano. O cara só agarra, velho. Isso aqui é boxe, seu ridículo.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Agarra aí. Que cara escroto, dá desgraça, mano.
Productive round from Andre
Olha minha
Bishop. He
vidinha,
can build
mano, minha
off of that.
estamina.
Yes, he can. And he will build off of it because you can
Ah,
see
mano,
his
pelo amor de Deus.
confidence
Os caras
is
só me agarram, na
mounting
moral.
round by round.
Vou começar de novo, mano. Não dá. Tem mais estamina pra lutar.
The Mexico City
Filho da
Plaza
Kinga,
here in
cara.
Mexico City is home to our boxing card tonight, and it's headlined by a heavyweight clash. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. This is just the second fight at heavyweight for the former middleweight prospect, the American Andre
Deixa ele me
Bishop.
agarrar, não,
Tonight,
mano.
Bishop will face Raul Castillo. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good hard
Porra ele,
charging
mano.
middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. He comes with a straight right hand. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. And just grabbing
Porra
onto
ele.
his opponent. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Oh, a devastating power punch by Andre Bishop. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Bishop has to shore up that defense. He is taking far too many body shots from Castillo. How important is it for a big heavy hitter, a power puncher, to have space, to not be smothered?
Well, he can't use his power if he's in a phone booth, so to speak.
Porra ele, mano.
He has to have a little bit of room to be able to use that great weapon.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counter punching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
1, 2 jabs up top. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand.
Nossa. Olha isso, não tá pegando.
Final 10 seconds. That's great. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He just went down. The infighter
Aí
went out,
entrou.
and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door.
Aí entrou,
He
aí
went out the
entrou.
front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
Wow!
Isso aí, tem que ficar apertando o LB aqui. Ele dá aquela empurradinha, na hora que ele empurra eu afasto e dou uma de direita. Aí vem, direita, esquerda. Ó. Vendo? Olha lá, olha lá, olha lá. Não posso deixar, ó.
Keep moving. Gotta see these coming.
Bishop's so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing.
Vou deitar esse maluco.
Castillo's making me question how his legs are right now. I'm not sure that he's all too secure and steady on those legs after that knockdown, just like he's tying up a lot here.
Yeah, well, you don't have to wonder. You're saying you're not so sure he's secure. Well, he's telling you. You know, he's right there. That's about as honest of a fight as ever going to be is when he's clinching. He's telling you, I don't feel too good.
Oh, and now we see some head hunting by Andre Bishop. Halfway through round number 2. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does. Oh, and there you go. And
Isso aí, mano. Vamos deitar esse puto. Entrou na orelha, entrou na orelha. Tomou no queixo, na nuca. Quer ficar agarrando, sai fora. Ganhamos, pô. A boca do cara toda torta.
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
I know Franco and my father set you up. I can't prove it, but I know it. You wouldn't do something like that. I know what kind of man you are. And I know what kind of man my father is.
You know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I did the time.
It matters to me, Andre.
So what now?
We gotta get you cleaned up.
E deu beijo. Rapou a cabeça. Fez a barba.
Look at this. Huh? You don't look like a bum no more.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, thank me later. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Nice work, Megan.
You too, Gus.
Siga as instruções do lado direito da tela para treinar no seu saco de pancada. Através de socos, use os seus movimentos de cabeça e os pés para completar as combinações. Ok, vambora.
This next guy is a legit top 20 heavyweight. Now, people still think that you can't hang with the big guys. They think that you're just a blown-up middleweight. I say, fuck 'em.
Cara, eu tô fazendo, velho.
I'm just maybe a crazy old man. And if you think about it, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a crazy old man. But you know something? It isn't what people think, Andre. In boxing, it's about what you know.
Mano, olha assim, eu tô fazendo isso aqui.
But you know in your heart, and I know in my heart, you got what it takes. And I know in your heart, you know you got what it takes. You come right down.
Eu nem fiz os outros movimentos.
It's hard.
Well, this could be a major hurdle to overcome for Andre Bishop. Look at this replay. I believe this is where he hurts that right hand.
Nossa, no meio do queixo.
All right, kid, how you doing?
Right hands, bro.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Use my left.
It's all about heart, kid. It's all about heart. And a good stiff left jab.
Peraí, deixa eu dar um start aqui, mano. Subir meu outro vídeo, né? Bora. Tá, combinem com sua mão esquerda. Não use a sua mão direita demais. Ou você poderá arruinar a sua carreira. Puta, mano, só...
Round number 2 now. We're on the right hand of Andre Bishop. Remember, our video replay showed clearly that he hurt that right hand in round number 1.
Tem
But
que ser...
how much will he use it here? That would give us the ultimate confirmation.
Well, one of the things he has to do, Joe, is make sure that nobody other than us knows that he hurt that hand. He's got to go out there and not show his opponent that that's bothering him. Use the left hand, maybe every once in a while fake like you're going to throw the right hand so your opponent doesn't know, doesn't take advantage of that fact.
Só a mão esquerda, velho.
And just look at Andre Bishop now. He's throwing many left hands, very few right hands, and that gives us some confirmation
Yeah?
that right hand was indeed
Ufa.
injured in that first round.
Olha.
To the head he goes with a left hand. A headshot blocked. There's another left hand from him. Blocks that belt line well. Now you know why a lot of folks like this heavyweight version of Andre Bishop. Look at what he can do with that left hand. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Overhand right can be so effective. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching.
Só com a mão esquerda, mano. Ó.
Lands a big hook. There's that overhand right. And now another left. Scored well up top. Brilliant counter punch by Andre Bishop. Hard to train for a situation.
O lado
like
esquerdo do
this.
maluco
Sometimes you need a little luck.
já tá todo zoado, ó.
Tonight with
Só
the
tá
way that
tomando
fight
porrada na
went.
esquerda.
No, and it's really bothering him. He's starting to blink a little bit. Now he's going to have to really mentally concentrate on putting that out of his mind and letting the corner take care of it and doing what he has to do.
Johnson's nose is cut, and you can see that it's worsening as this round goes on. He comes back with the left hand again. And another left hand lands for Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop is damaging himself every time he throws that right hand. He is in serious pain. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one
Só
there.
de esquerda, mano.
Teddy, what would you
Opa.
recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, two aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep those hands up!
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Here's what so many like about Andre Bishop, the ability to block and attack. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And oh, what a good, strong uppercut by Andre Bishop. Good job with another left hand. That's That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. A clean, crisp right hand by Johnson.
Obrigado.
Nice work. Nice work. You're in control. Keep doing what you're doing.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Scored well with that right-handed Meldrick Johnson. And now
Ele
another
bloqueou meu
left.
soco, mano.
Defense easily turns into offense.
Ai, velho,
Blocks
usei
the
a mão
blow,
direita.
sends an uppercut. Flush shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. Johnson's covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent? Where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless.
Scored well with the hook. Johnson's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Up top with the quick hook. Fires off the hook. Look at that.
Ai, tô usando a mão.
Defense. More defense.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
This is not a good sign for Andre Bishop. It appears that he's slowing at this point.
Yeah, what he needs to do is start placing his shots a little bit. But right now, as you just alluded to, he's just not throwing.
Each man able to land an uppercut. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. A solid, true uppercut by Andre Bishop.
Sentei a porrada nele.
Bishop can string together a few rounds.
Agora esse maluco vai cair, mano.
A very easy fight for him.
Well, he looks like a confident fighter. All that amateur background is really showing.
And here's a little insight we're getting from our ringside researcher. He says that Andre Bishop actually had a previous injury to that damaged right hand. And get this, Teddy, it happened during his prison term. Meldrick Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Bishop's coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Andre Bishop. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Johnson's cut, and you can see blood coming from his mouth. Now, I don't know if maybe the mouthpiece caused that, but the bottom line is that he can be swallowing that, and that can take away from his wind and conditioning. Well, this is what pro fighters have to do. Find a way to fight through the pain. But if I'm Gus Carisi in that corner of Andre Bishop, I tell him to abandon the right hand and go out there and win it with your left. A freight train uppercut by there it is!
Ah,
Andre Bishop is on the
mentira,
receiving end
velho.
of a power shot that scored the knockdown.
Isso é mentira, mano.
Andre Bishop rises to his feet.
But of course, Gus is experienced enough to know now when he gets back to the corner, he has a job to do. Not just dump cold water on him to revive him, but to tell him what he got hit with. Remove that fear a little bit from his mind that it will happen again. He can correct the mistake.
As this fight continues, it's becoming obvious that Bishop is actually comfortable winning this fight just with that left hand. This is impressive stuff. A piercing uppercut by Andre Bishop. There's the left hand working well for him again. Firing off the uppercut. Great exchange. Bishop's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing, because timing can negate speed.
Oh, what a devastating hook by Meldrick Johnson. Johnson's left, working well that time. And he ties up on the inside. A huge uppercut by Andre Bishop. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. And now another left.
Cara, tem que encaixar isso aqui.
Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs.
Unload.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the sixth.
Mano, tô com pouca estamina, velho.
Just a dominating evening by Andre Bishop.
Dá mais estamina aí, velho.
Clearly up big on the scorecards. Trainer Gus Carissi has to know it. You can just see by the way he's dealing with him in between rounds.
He knows it, and he can go two ways with it. Get the rounds out, work on things, carry him a little bit, or go close the show.
A leveling uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. There's another left hand from him.
Mano,
One to give one. Uppercut
tô
in
dando monte
return.
na cara desse maluco e ele não cai, velho.
A well-targeted hook to the head by Meldrick Johnson. Johnson's gone into a defensive shell. That shell has cracks in it.
Yeah, it does, and the reason why...
Did you see
Não dá,
that?
mano.
And he goes...
Não dá. Sem estamina já. Não dá, velho.
Here's what you should be looking for here at the start of round number 2. How much is Andre Bishop using that right hand? Because it appeared that he severely injured it, if not broke it there in that first round.
Well, one of the things he has to do, Joe, is make sure that nobody other than us knows that he hurt that hand. He's got to go out there and not show his opponent that that's bothering him. Use the left hand, maybe every once in a while, fake like you're going to throw the right hand, so your opponent doesn't know, doesn't take advantage of that fact.
And Andre Bishop now appears reluctant to throw that right hand. He comes back with the left hand again. Johnson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that that uppercut absolutely rocked him. Well, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Meldrick Johnson's jammed by an uppercut. He's committed to that left hand and it's working out. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. That's a fierce left hand that landed by Johnson. Good step back counter punch there. A well-placed left hand up top. Oh, how about that? Comes back with a power punch of his Johnson, scored upon by a left hand.
Ah, eu ia deitar esse maluco, pô.
Catches a lucky break.
Ele já tava dando uma capengada já, mano.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, you know, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Johnson's clearly made a decision. He's not going to stick with what he was doing. You know, a lot of people would say, yeah, absolutely, change things up. You got rocked.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hitting your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track, you don't wait until it goes out of the park. You change to a curveball. Well, he's changing right now.
Here's the bad news for Andre Bishop. He is not able to land that left hand, and that's all he has. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Big shot to the head.
He left a hole, it was closed.
That's a forceful jab by Johnson. Scores up top with a left. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Back and forth exchange.
Pô, só com a mão esquerda é difícil pra caramba.
That's a big flush punch, and yet another big shot comes in. Andre Bishop rocked by that power punch. Bishop is down.
Beleza, nocauteou a gente.
Well, this is like a microcosm of his life. He's been down outside the ring before and gotten up too.
And that will serve him because he has survived very difficult things outside the ring, and he is thinking of that right now, believe me.
Every time Andre Bishop throws that right hand, he
Caramba, esse maluco é
is
chatão,
in
cara.
serious pain. Good job with another left hand.
Watch that!
10 seconds remaining in this round.
Nossa, eu queria que pegasse na boca dele,
That
mano.
cut that opened up earlier, it just becomes worse and worse as the fight moves on.
And Bishop not helping his cause. He went right out there after the cut was tended to, and he got popped right on that same spot. He has to do a better job defensively of giving that cut a chance for the medicine to work.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Johnson's hitting the mark right now. How precise was he there with that three-punch combo? That is a strong uppercut there. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Andre Bishop. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Halfway through round number 4.
Keep moving!
And there's the left hand working well for him again.
It's all right. Keep moving.
Good biting, snapping shot by Andre Bishop. How about that bombs away to the head by Meldrick Johnson?
You're still not moving enough. Move,
And now another left. Johnson's in a tough spot right here. He's going to be swallowing blood. You can see blood coming from his mouth, and that can really cut his wind. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Andre Bishop. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Solid left hand to the head. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Andre Bishop.
Cara, tá difícil, velho. Só fica.
Executed perfectly by Andre Bishop in that last round. He has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, now when he gets back to the corner, of course, Gus only has to tell him, keep doing what you're doing. But a guy like Gus, here remind him, hey, it starts with the jab, always fundamentals.
Johnson's combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. You see him with the left of the head there? Good flush shot by Andre Bishop. Bishop's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
Good left hand by Andre Bishop. Johnson's tagged by another uppercut. And now he's targeting upstairs. Solid hook upstairs. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook? A big hook to the head by Meldrick Johnson. Carissie's known for really pushing Andre Bishop very hard during training
Ele
camp.
afasta esse
But right
corno,
now,
mano.
we're not seeing the results. He seems to be fading a bit.
Yeah, you start to wonder whether or not Andre Bishop has gotten a little full of himself, you know, breaking the rules a little bit, maybe getting a little cocky, and maybe, you know, Gus sees him in the gym, but he doesn't see him 24/7. Maybe Andre not living the right way.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Cansado já.
Hey, let's go!
What a big
Não
shot.
dá, mano. Eu vou tentar a última vez, velho. Senão não dá, mano. Vou ficar pro próximo capítulo, velho.
Teddy, this will be very interesting to see if Andre Bishop is favoring that right hand, because our video evidence clearly showed that he hurt that right hand.
But the hand that you use probably 80–90% of the time is the left hand. That's the lead hand, that's the setup hand, that's the jabbing hand. His corner needs to tell him now there's nothing wrong with that hand. Go out there and behave like a fighter. Go out there and win the fight.
And look at how much he's favoring things now, utilizing the left hand much more. Andre Bishop not coming with that typical right hand power we're used to seeing. There's another left hand from him. Good flush shot upstairs. Johnson's defense. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Andre Bishop.
Deixa eu sair daqui, mano.
Headshot lands, was a hook. Scores big with the hook to the head. Really solid left hand by Andre Bishop. That's exactly what his corner wants him to do.
Tô quase deitando esse maluco.
You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Vou só proteger agora. Recuperar a estamina, mano.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Johnson's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Só recuperar a estamina agora.
I'll tell you what I like out of that round from Andre Bishop. It's a
Olha lá,
building block.
recuperamos
He has
pouco.
a lot to look forward to the rest of this fight now.
Yeah, it's confidence, gives him a little momentum, and it also shows you his amateur background. I mean, he showed you that he can do things inside and outside. Hundreds of amateur fights will teach you that.
Bishop's is being smart on the outside. And these guys putting on a clinic right now. I mean, his accuracy is remarkable.
Yeah, clinic in a healthcare center. He's like a surgeon.
And look at how well Bishop is scoring with that left.
Vamos pro meio do...
He comes back with the left hand again.
Vamos pro meio.
Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Andre Bishop. That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. He scored well after being hit
Fica no meio.
himself.
Esquema fica no meio.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Wow, a big
O
punch.
que, véi?
Pushes home on Andre Bishop.
The only good thing is he's been here before with all.
Solid.
Mano, que mentira, velho.
Good sign. He goes to the canvas finish for the first time tonight. Well, we know he can get up. What we don't know is how steady he will be on those legs.
Well, we know his personality. He's an offensive-minded fighter, and he has to control that right now. Right now, he has to think about defense.
Big shot.
Ah, mano, na moral,
And he goes down again.
vou fechar esse episódio aqui, mano. Já deu 50 minutos, a gente continua no próximo, demorou? É nóis, mano.